Okay, hello everyone, and welcome back to Playmation. I'm Professor Icepick, and tonight we're going to be going back to Neverhood. Possibly for the last time. Isn't that great? No, I'm just messing around. Actually, I've been having a lot of fun with this one, though. I'm wondering how I'm going to solve that one puzzle I got stuck on at the end of the last session, so... Okay, let's load the game. Okay, let's do a quick mic check, and hopefully this time I won't get hit with feedback. Okay, mic check, mic check. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Okay. Alright, let's get back to it then. Let's see, I've got an idea, but... okay, so that won't work. Huh. Okay, I have another idea, but I don't think it's going to work either. Alright, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check this. But I'm going to guess that the hint is going to be, oh no, we dying. You should give up, Klorg. Okay, yeah, no, we are... Okay, so apparently we're past the point where ding dong, the Willie's dead. Okay, that's great. Okay, so clearly not the right answer. We have a teleporter here, but I'm just wondering if it's there simply to allow you to grab any of the pieces that you missed. Okay, so none of those were really worthwhile, I guess. Ooh, excuse me. Huh. Oh, of course.
I'm sorry. Did I frighten you? My name is Klorg. Everything you see here is mine to do with as I so desire. And I desire for all of this to be yours to rule. All you have to do is wear the adornment of a king. Yes, the Neverhood crown. You know where this baby goes, so let us make our decision, shall we? What? What? I know what you're thinking, and you can forget it. Huh? What the? I promise you will regret this! You are toying with forces for which you know nothing about! Playmation, no!
Asleep so long. Who woke me? What is your name?
Clayman.
Playmation. Yes, of course. Well, stand up, friend. You saved this world, and...
Die, you old fool! Son of a...
You know, I never really understood that guy. Come on, Clayman. We've got a Neverhood to finish. This nursery is where it all starts. So wait here, Clayman, and I'll make you some friends. Clayman, wake up.
Clayman, wake up!
Hey, everybody. This is Clayman. And without his smarts, compassion, and high moral fiber, we wouldn't be here today.
Half a cheer for Clayman!
Hip hip hoo!
It is now time to goof off.
I'm shocked. I only had one puzzle left. I could have finished this last time. Jeez.
Clayman! Clayman! Up here! Hey!
Man, things are good.
The best part is I don't think anyone's actually going to believe that I beat this. And it's the same exact credits as when you get a game over. God. Well, let's see if there's an alternate ending then, I guess. But yeah, no, honestly, good game. This gets an 8.5 out of me, I guess. That's like my generic, I like this score, but whatever. Seriously, I could have just finished that up last time and... Well, it is what it is, but... Yeah, no, let's see if we can drag this out for a little while longer, I guess. Because it looks like there is a possibility to get a second ending, at least. Okay, let's make a final save file here, just in case. Actually, you know what? This would have been a better place to make that save. We'll just make it here. Save H.
I'm sorry. Did I frighten you? My name is Klorg. Everything you see here is mine to do with as I so desire. And I desire for all of this to be yours to rule. All you have to do is wear the adornment of a king. Yes, the Neverhood crown. You know where this baby goes. So let us make our decision, shall we?
Yes! Yes! He bought it! I win! I am the ruler of this world now.
Oh, so there was a second ending. Okay. That's great, actually. Oh, and you can skip the Okay, cool. Okay, about... Oh, hey, there's more. The making of the Neverhood. The concept genesis.
It all started in 1988 with an art show of mine called A Beautiful Day in the Neverhood. It was 17 paintings that depicted a little clay city with little clay people running around in it. Years later, myself and my team found ourselves at Steven Spielberg's house pitching this idea for a PC game, and DreamWorks Interactive loved it. We started brainstorming right there, and we started just drawing like crazy and coming up with monsters and contraptions and puzzles, and those were the most creative days of my life.
The story of the Neverhood is basically taken from the Bible in the account of creation and man's fall from grace. As claimant, it's up to you to use your free will to decide between right and wrong. In addition to that, you have to figure out who you are and what you have to do to reach that decision point. Claimant as a character is an innocent, but two questions to ask yourself when designing a new character are, is he funny or is he scary? In the case of all the characters in the Neverhood, Playmation, Willie, they're funny. But in the case of Klorg, Very funny.
After we established the style of the game, we went into the building phase, building the sets. First, I mapped out the set and how it was going to be constructed. I ended up building two different sets: a large-scale set for the camera to move through, and then a smaller set so that we could show the whole world. We didn't have enough room to actually build the whole world on a larger scale. A lot of the buildings were designed. A lot of it had to do with the limitations of the materials, the wood and the clay, and then some of the other elements of the world, some of the the trees and a lot of the overhanging elements had to do with just nice compositions for each shot. That was sort of the way that a lot of the look came about was really had to do with a lot of the restrictions and working around.
I like his Wile E. Coyote t-shirt. So 90s. I honestly had no idea that they used wood in this. And hey, Dari, how's it going?
What?
Claying the sets.
We used about 3 tons of clay, I'd say, to cover the sets and the interiors. We just stored the clay pretty much everywhere in the halls. When I was a kid. What we did is we came up with a technique. We'd use hot plates to heat the clay up in like large turkey pans, and then we'd spread it with spatulas and putty knives and sheetrock.
Yeah, there wasn't much.
Yeah.
Oh.
The colors that we had to mix, we'd get a sample on paper, and then we'd try and match it as close as we could, or I'd try and match it as close as we could, or whoever. And we just put it on, let it cool down, then we'd have to thumb it to get texture out so it didn't look like frosting on a cake.
Yeah, there was only one puzzle left.
I was in charge of the longer flick scenes in the game, some of the dramatic sequences. It's a really odd process. I start with storyboards. I draw everything out and paste the timing on it, record the voices, and then have the lighting set up, point the cameras, and after all this prep work, it could be hours for a shot, I finally get to get in and animate. The painstaking process of moving up it a little bit and shooting a frame, moving up a little bit and shooting a frame. And it comes up to being about 15 frames per second.
You actually figured out the final
The way that
solution
we
on
approached
accident.
The first-person movement was to build a track system out of wood. We looked into other systems, motion-controlled camera, and 3D generated artwork, but we wanted to stay away from all of that. We wanted to kind of go the low-tech route. The way that the camera movements are handled, the camera sits down on this track and is moved along in small increments, 15 per second. And the turns are handled by hubs that rotate, that the camera sits on and rotates.
I mean, I could show you how I wanted $1,000 bet to drink 4 liters of fruit punch soda in 1 hour.
My role in creating the Nebula was to do all the puppet animation, the interactive puppet animation, where you are controlling Clayman or any of the other characters. That's the animation I did. Oh, I don't know, maybe 20,000 frames of animation using latex puppets with mechanical armatures and clay puppets with wire armatures. Yeah.
Wonder if that guy also played Willie.
Hi, kids. Hi, Terry. My name is Uncle Terry. Hi, Uncle Terry. And I do the music for the Neverhead. It starts with a guitar. This is a guitar. And this is a guitar chord. What Uncle Terry does is he waits for the muse to visit him before he writes a song. I'm going to wait right now.
From the start of the Neverhood, we knew that the sound and music was going to be, you know, an integral part of making the Neverhood come alive and be real. We wanted the sound effects to be very earthy, almost grotesque, you know, thuddy clay. The music, because the gaming industry was all going to heavy metal and techno, we wanted to kind of take a right turn and go into blues and just Dixieland, just funky, crazy stuff, which we knew Terry Taylor, whom I'm a big fan of, was very good at, very versatile. He did a couple of songs, they worked out very well, and, well, he got hired. The voices of the characters, we couldn't afford any more voice actors, so we all did them ourselves. And I did Klorg and Hoborg and Big Robot Bill, and Mark Lorenzen did Willie Trombone. Klorg, we would have me say something like, "I know what you're thinking and you can forget it." And then we would pitch it up an octave, so he sounded like this little, you know, crusty little guy, evil, with evil heart.
To make backgrounds for the Neverhood, you very carefully plan out how you want the room or the puzzle to look. You build it out of wood, and then you cover that wood with clay, sculpting it to look just right. And then you shoot it with a digital camera, take it into a paint program, touch it up, and build any animations that go with it, and you put it right in the game.
I'm a recovering programmer, and I'm proud of it. I worked on the engine.
I like the Nixon head in the background.
Resource compilers and just pixels and bits and pixels and bits, and I programmed and I slept a little bit once in a while, but mostly I programmed.
You know, when we first decided to make a video game using a bunch of clay and sets, I was really excited because that sounded like a fun thing to begin on. So we brought in some carpenters and they started building these wood sets, and I wanted to help, but I had to set up a network and write some animation tools for the artists. But then they started playing the set, and I thought, yeah, it's going to be fun. But I had to write a sound engine for the game and work on some of the first-person puzzles. And before I knew it, everything was built, and they filmed everything, and I hadn't gotten to have any fun. Just the artists had fun. The programmers, we worked in our offices. But they got to use computers. In fact, this is Doug's computer right here. He used it every day. He got to use computers and play with clay. I was stuck using computers. Well, Mr. Doug Nagle, this is what I think about that. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man.
I just sit here with my hands folded in my lap, very quietly. And if anybody comes by, I scowl at them, and they think they're interrupting something important, and they go away.
It's pretty cool that they included a documentary about the game on the game. Probably not in the 80s, but... I could show you how I got past the final puzzle, though. I wouldn't mind it. I mean, I'm just trying to eat up some time here. Game actually had 2 endings, believe it or not. Huh, I don't remember this sequence. Yeah, I don't think they actually used this in the game, come to think of it. Ah, there's the first-person sequences. Oh wow, they redesigned some of this stuff. Concept art. Clayman looked pretty different. Got no idea who that is. Yep, there's the big crab monster. Oh, the bronze beast. Yep, Big Mike the robot. There's Hobart, or Hogarth, or... Yep, there's Willie. Hogarth again. Yep, Klorg. Seriously, this game has a bitching soundtrack, honestly. I did it, Christopher Breeden. Visit the Neverhood website, www.neverhood.com. I doubt that exists anymore. It is kind of cool that they did have a website anyway. Okay, let's show Dari how we got through the final puzzle then. Okay, so here's the solution. I did not even think about this. Okay, now we jump on here. Let go, and... fights his way up, and bam! There you go. That is how you solve that final puzzle. Alright, I'll show you the end sequence then.
I'm sorry. Did I frighten you? My name is Klorg. Everything you see here is mine to do with as I so desire. And I desire for all of this to be yours to rule. All you have to do is wear the adornment of a king. Yes, the Neverhood crown. You know where this baby goes, so let us make our decision, shall we?
Okay, Dari, do you want to see the good ending or the bad ending? Actually, he did speak in that like history video. Actually, he spoke a couple of times, come to think of it. Before then. So do you want to see good ending or bad ending? But yeah, no, he has spoken before, so...
No hurry. I can wait here as long as you can.
Oh shit, I did not know that that could happen. Oh, we did know. Yeah, actually, I've already seen both of them, so that's why I'm giving you the choice. I've seen the bad ending, I've seen the good ending. I got a lot done in the first 30 minutes of this stream, let's just put it that way. See, now I'm wondering if he's gonna, like, do something else if I keep waiting here.
No hurry. I can wait here as long as you can.
I was just gonna keep on looping that. But, yeah, no, whatever you'd prefer. If you want to see good, I'm fine with good. Bad is kind of boring and kind of short, so... I mean, it's up to you, really. I can tell you what happened in the bad ending. Or I can tell you what happens in the good ending, but... like I said, it's up to you. Let's do good then, I guess.
No hurry. I can wait here as long as you can.
I mean, yeah, that's true. I'll just skip the credits. Okay, so... Wait, actually... Okay, perfect. Let's do this. We'll just do ending as a save, and we'll skip all the mess then. So let's... So, in order to get the good ending, you click on Hogarth.
What? What? I know what you're thinking, and you can forget it. Huh? What the? I promise you will regret this. You are toying with forces for which you know nothing about.
Asleep so long. Who woke me? What is your name?
Clayman.
Playmation. Yes, of course. Well, stand up, friend. You saved this world, and...
Die, you old fool!
You know, I never really understood that guy. Come on, Clayman. We've got a Neverhood to finish. This nursery is where it all starts. So wait here, Clayman.
I mean, Clayman is innocent. He's not necessarily stupid, but he's like a newborn. Oh yeah, the cannons worked plenty of times. Yeah, so as we can see, Clayman just sort of gets bored waiting for Hogarth to make all these new people. These fucking stock-ass cartoon sound effects.
Clayman, wake up.
Clayman, wake up!
Hey, everybody. This is Clayman. And without his smarts, compassion, and high moral fiber, we wouldn't be here today.
Half a cheer for Clayman!
Hip hip!
It is now time to goof off.
Well, they're goofing off, Dari.
Clayman! Clayman! Up here! Hey!
Man, things are good.
And then you get to watch the credits, obviously. But okay, and let's show you the bad ending. Oh, it just starts you there. That's okay.
I'm sorry. Did I frighten you? My name is Klorg. Everything you see here is mine to do with as I so desire. And I desire for all of this to be yours to rule. All you have to do is wear the adornment of a king.
Oh, the documentary wasn't in the credits. It was actually in it was in its own separate section in the I mean, I can show you the credits after the bad ending. It shows up there too. Okay, so in order to get the bad ending, you click on Clayman himself.
Yes! Yes! He bought it! I win! I am the ruler of this world now. Yeah!
I'll show you the credits. Why not? Yeah, so the crown is what corrupted Klorg in the first place. So by putting it on, Clayman himself became like Klorg. Wait, did you watch the long-ass explanation Were you there when I watched that, or did you leave? Or were you not, like, paying attention or something? Because I can show you that, too. I mean, that'll bring us to an hour easy. Okay, nah, I can show you. No problem. Oh, hey, a skull monkey. Special thanks to Hoborg. But yeah, no, I would love to see this re-released on GOG. But, you know, EA. So, it'll probably never happen. But, you know, let's keep hope alive. I mean, the game apparently did well in Japan. It got a PlayStation 1 exclusive, or what am I saying? A Japanese exclusive PS1 port. The sequel was on PS1. So yeah, I clicked on About to get the documentary, and you can watch the credits from here. So let's load up. Here we go. I think this will be... Yep, okay. So we click here, and let's... Yep, there we go. We got the whole thing. So let's... watch it from the top.
Hello. Me Willie. Me Willie trombone. These discs tell a story. Story about good. Story about bad. These discs are all that are left of the true story. True story of the closing of the Third Age. Willie know that once you know this truth, then you know what to do. Listen, I tell you. It all starts with Hoborg, a being who had to create because he had to. He make a world full of beauty and wonder. This world, the Neverhood, a world where he could live forever and evermore. Hoborg thought this world would make him happy, but it make him sad. Walking around his big, beautiful new world make him feel all alone. But then, Hoborg get him an idea. He said,
I know. I'll make a friend to enjoy this world with me.
Hoborg happy to have a new friend. He named him Klorg and welcomed him to the Neverhood.
Everything you see here is yours to enjoy. You and I shall spend all our days here together. With you by my side, I'll make more
Crown!
No! I mean, no, Klorg. This crown is the only thing that you cannot have. I am ruler of this world, the Neverhood, and a ruler needs his crown. Surely you can understand that. Now go and explore your new home, while I go back to my throne room to plan some more people to make.
So, Hoborg go to make more friends. And Klorg start thinking bad things. Sitting in the throne room, Hoborg start thinking about who he make next.
Huh? What? My crown!
Now, Hoborg, we shall see who rules this world. You cannot rule without a crown.
Klorg, no!
I declare myself Klorg, ruler of the Neverhood.
What have I done?
Yow! Sheesh! My, this baby packs a wallop. What's this? Frozen solid. It seems this crown does more than give you reign over the Neverhood. It's also your secret to life. What a pity.
Klorg right about that. Without his crown, Hoborg stuck in a big, helpless sleep. Ooh, that Klorg scare me. Things look icky, but maybe hope. Maybe a life seed. Hoborg boo-boo with Klorg. Klorg go all stinky bad, but Willie know what to do. Yes. Ooh, me hope Klorg no find out about this. Scary. Happy birthday!
Yeah, so that's where we start out, just sleeping in the nursery. That was the start of the game. But yeah, no, they actually said in the documentary that they did base the story for this on a Bible story. So yeah, that is that should explain everything. Like I said, solid 8.5 out of me. I enjoyed it. So, what do you think, Dari? Did you understand all that? Clayman was made during the events of that seed, that last seed that Hoborg had was Clayman. So yeah, no, the Klorg just looked like Clayman before he transformed into his monstrous new form after stealing the crown. Clayman was created right before Hoborg lost his crown, the life seed that would become. Then who was looking at them when Clayman was made? That was Willie. Willie Trombone. The best part is that I actually went back to the start of the game to look for clues, and at that point, Klorg is the one writing you letters, and he's just like, give up. Like, Clayman, give up. Love Klorg. That shit was funny. But yeah, I guess there's a lot of lore in that early section that I just didn't bother reading, because it was not in a format that really made reading it a viable option. So, any more questions? Or should we just call it quits here? Just like dead silence looking out the window. But yeah, I probably could have finished this up last time, but I didn't, and that was my bad. Because there was literally only one puzzle left. You understand, Dari, do you understand it, or do you have any more questions? I just want to know. I don't want to leave you. I don't want to leave you hanging, honestly. This seems like the game is meant to be played multiple times to understand. I don't get that impression, honestly. But I can see why you would come to that conclusion. But there was like an entire wall of lore that I just sort of skipped through. Was the guy... Okay, no, Willie was the guy calling out to Clayman throughout the entire game. Klorg is the bad guy. Willie sound like this. You know, yeah, that was Willie Trombone. He was the guy who basically helped Clayman come to life, more or less. Whereas Klorg was the usurper who took over the Neverhood from Hoborg. Okay, any other questions? Just gonna go back to the main menu now. So the point was to grow up and usurp Klorg. No, the point was that Clayman is an innocent. He is a newborn. And therefore, he needs to make his own decision as to whether he should revive Hoborg, his creator, or follow in the footsteps of Klorg, his predecessor. The gameplay story didn't have much cohesion on my end. I'm very sorry to hear about that, because, like I said, I had a blast with this. I want to try out the sequel at some point. So should we just call it quits here then? I kind of hate this delay, but, you know, it is what it is. Okay, well, all right, well, this has been Playmation. I've been Professor Icepick, signing off. See you next time.